Hello everyone, I hope you're all safe and well. My name is Siddhartha Utama. I'm the Managing Director and Co-Head of the Operations team at Northstar. I would like to welcome Andre Rompis, who is the CEO of Greenfields, Indonesia's most prominent and integrated leading dairy company. Andre,
Hi.
welcome and nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
You recently joined Greenfield a few months ago. So to the benefit of our audience, can you tell a little bit about yourself and also how your 100 days have been, Andre?
Okay. First of all, it has yet to reach 100 days.
Okay.
But it's been exciting. Well, I come from an FMCG background. I spent most of my years with Unilever, about 23 years with Unilever, various roles. But the last role was actually looking after our Malaysia and Singapore business that time, before I decided to move away from consumer goods to experience consumer electronics, where I was looking after Samsung Indonesia, IT Mobile, and then Smartfren, before finally decided to go back to FMCG.
Right.
So I joined a local company, FMCG, and then I met you guys. So that's where I come from. And also the first 65 days actually has been quite exciting because this is a company that is relatively young.
Yeah.
There's a lot of energy in the organization. And I think the people are relatively good people who wants to actually do more than what they used to.
Okay, great. Sounds great. Let's talk about, I guess, the sector and also Greenfield more specifically. Dairy is one of the most exciting and fastest growing FMCG category in Indonesia. It has a double-digit growth over the past 5 years, and we expect this trend to continue. Indonesia also has one of the lowest liquid dairy consumption in Asia, only a third of Malaysia and 1/9 of China. And given the COVID, general market awareness of nutrition and health has also significantly risen, right? So given all of these positive factors, how do you see the market? What kind of opportunities that you think Greenfield can capitalize?
Yeah, that's a very good reason. It's probably the reason why you actually have interest in this Greenfield as a brand, as a company.
That's right.
Yeah, but again, I think rightly say, consumption per capita is very low. That's an opportunity. And number two, I think quite rightly you're saying this pandemic actually have changed the consumer habit, the consumer behavior, where I see actually the awareness of consumer on healthy life. Things that's in the past become, I drink when I don't feel well, now become more preventive. Whether I'm sick or not, I need to live a healthy life. So that's represent a huge opportunity. And I think Greenfield is in the right position, coming from our strength, where we have a strong upstream farm business, and we have a good brand, and our position in the fresh, we call it extended shelf life market. We are the leader there. That represents a huge opportunity actually for us to educate consumer about healthy life and well-being, and provide opportunity to open up doors for other categories in our portfolio. So it's a big opportunity. I agree with you.
So what kind of other category, Andre, that the Greenfield has at the moment, and maybe other category you're thinking of entering going forward?
Well, I personally think that the one that we have now is the ESL, the fresh milk. Fresh milk actually is probably the most healthy one. But it's not a big habit in Indonesia. To drive more penetration, I think the ultra high temperature or UHT drink, that would be the key drivers in our business. Our presence is still low, meaning there are a lot of opportunities there. And other dairy products that we have, yogurt, for example. Yogurt is a good actually product also in terms of nowadays they call it gut health. Gut health is very important. So I think that's an opportunity there. And also I think it's about not only about nutrition, but it has to be something like fun. So it's becoming a healthy snacking habit. That's where we want to penetrate.
Okay.
Not to mention our smaller category like cheese and all of that.
Okay, great. That sounds super exciting, Andre. Seems like there are plenty of pockets of opportunities.
Indeed, indeed.
So I guess the next obvious question is, how do you capture these sort of opportunities? What kind of strategies that you'll be embarking on?
Wow, it's interesting. A lot of stuff that we have to do, but all of them are actually equally exciting.
Right.
One is actually we need to capitalize on the strength of our good product. So we will invest in our brand equity. We will continue to communicate probably more aggressively to the consumer on how good our product is. Of course, ensuring the quality is still there. So that's number one in the agenda. I always believe product is the hero. And then the bigger agenda is actually in how we improve our sales and distribution. For that, actually, we have put them in few buckets. One of them is actually we want to expand channel. As you know, our presence in traditional market is very small. We want to increase our penetration into traditional trade. Secondly, what I call it channel intensification. This is the channel that we are already in, but we need to make sure that each of the different sub-channel we operate in a more optimum, capitalizing on certain SKU, certain pricing and promotion strategy. And not to mention in the channel intensification, our presence in e-commerce, we need to increase that. And then comes the geographic intensification, I call it. It is where geographically we are there, but we have not reached the certain level of penetration that we will reach a certain critical mass. So that's very key. And lastly, probably why you ask lastly, because geographic expansion to me, actually, Greenfield is already all over the place. Only few places in Indonesia that we are not yet in. So that is the geographic expansion that I think we need to do. And we will continue to build on the strength of our upstream, our farming, integrated farming and manufacturing. That remains a big agenda with the expansion of our farm tree. We want to invest in the new farm. So that's also big. And lastly, I think is the process. How we integrate all of this in our daily business process. So that's the key. Hopefully, by doing that, we will be able to triple our business.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we will be able to triple our
That sounds exciting.
Yes. Indeed.
This strategy, some of them are short-term, some of them are long-term, right? How do you balance, your, short-term and long-term priorities, Dre?
Okay. I'm a great believer, actually. If there is no short-term, then long-term is a dream.
That's right.
So, number one, I think we need to continuously deliver.
Right.
Yeah. But the most important, when we try to deliver the short-term, there will be action that is very tactical. And hopefully, this tactical will not become the strategic.
Right.
We will remain on track with our strategy. There are things happening, dynamics in the market that we may have to take some tactical decision. Of course, we'll do that to ensure our short-term deliveries. But the long-term, that is my job to keep reminding the team. Stay on track because we are going for a bigger one in the future.
Okay. Sounds good. So let's switch gear a little bit and talk about people. As you are executing these strategies, obviously you need the right people, right? In the right role, with the right, organizational structure and the right culture. How do you intend, to build the kind of culture that you want in Greenfield, and what kind of, I suppose, people values that you want to create in Greenfield? Okay.
Well, firstly, I think Greenfield is about good nutrition, good life, and good planet. That's what I think Greenfield is all about. So Greenfield people should embrace that. Yeah. The talent that I see so far in the organization, they are good people. we may need to bring up more talents to help us developing our strategy and executing some of our long-term strategy. But the culture that I see that we need to build in the organization is a culture of, when you think big, you start small and you move fast. So you need people that are agile. So we need agility there, people who are quick to make decision, and execute it fully. So agile organization, but I want also environment in the organization where people are continuously learning. People always thirst for learning, because to shape our future, we need to also look around and learn. The moment we stop learning, the moment we think we are the expert, then that's where we lose our edge. So that's the key, I think, the culture in the organization. Of course, what we have in the past, integrity and all of those values remain strong in the organization. Yeah.
Okay. And this will be my final question. I think we're at the very start of the very exciting journey, Andre. What is a successful Greenfield looks like to you? And how can we, Northstar, help you and support you to achieve that?
A lot.
Okay.
Well, to me, successful Greenfield is this: when the top of mind of our consumer, when it comes to nutrition, health, wellness, Greenfield is there.
Okay.
That would be the success.
Got it.
Yeah. So success for Greenfield means the consumer smile, the customer, the retailer smile, yeah, the business partner smile, yeah, and of course you as a stakeholder also smiles. So for me, that's the key. I need to create a lot of smiles in the organization, and of course the smile also in our organization, the people also smile because they know they are doing something good. So that may sound, like okay, motherhood language, but I think that's the key.
Got it. Yeah.
That's the key. And how you help me? I mean, so far since I joined, I've been engaging with Northstar a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys has been helping me actually in shaping the strategy that I mentioned. But the thing I like is actually you also help us even in understanding the daily operation, and you bring a lot of expertise from your other part of your business actually to help us. So for me, that is very useful. And I hope you continue to do that, Pak Sid.
For sure we will, Dway.
Thank you so
and
much.
please don't, I guess, hesitate to let us know. It can, be of help.
No worries.
Anytime.
We'll do. We'll do.
Okay. Thanks for your time again.
Thank you.
Always
Pleasure.
been a pleasure talking to you. I really looking forward to continuing our close working relationship, Andre.
Thanks
Again.
Will do. Thanks.
Thank you.
Take care.